Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great weekend. I'm super excited because today we'll be having a look at the watch that everyone's been talking about for the last week or so, the Moonswatch. Out of the 11 models available, I've got the mission to Pluto here, and I'm going to tell you everything that I like and dislike about it. Let me start this video by saying thank you to David and Pepe, who are students of mine. They are the ones who were able to buy this watch the day it was released. They spent about 9 hours queuing up for it in front of the Swatch shop in Valencia, Spain, and they were kind enough to lend it to me for a review. I also went there, but unfortunately it was too late as there were too many people already waiting and there were only 80 pieces in stock. So guys, thank you very much for lending this to the channel. But what exactly is the Moonswatch and why does everybody want one? Well, it's the result of a collaboration between Omega and Swatch with the purpose of making these two already very popular brands even more popular and of course increasing their sales. From a business marketing point of view, they absolutely nailed it and they did it in the cheapest way possible. All Omega had to do was to lend Swatch their most iconic design, the Speedmasters, and let Swatch produce some fun plastic copies of it in a bunch of different colors. If it sounds like I'm criticizing them, trust me, I'm not. I think it was a brilliant idea, and as soon as I get the chance, I'll buy one myself. I'll give you my reasons later on in the video. One of the things that really got my attention while queuing up were the things that people were saying about the Moonswatch. For example, a ton of fellas were saying that they were getting a 7,000 euro watch for just 250. Needless to say, that's absolutely wrong, and if you share the same thoughts, you might end up being very disappointed with your purchase. Even more so if you pay over retail for it. What I'm saying is, this is not a luxury watch, and it's not an Omega watch. It's just a Swatch with an Omega design. That being said, let's have a look at the box and what comes in it. It's nothing special really, the box is made entirely out of paper. Inside of it you'll find a small piece of paper which serves as a warranty card, a user's manual that looks like a paracetamol leaflet, and a brochure with all the different models and some info about the planets that each model represents, and I actually find this one pretty cool. Alright guys, now let's proceed with the dimensions. You're looking at a case diameter of 42 mm, the lug to lug is 47, the thickness is 13, and finally the space between the lugs is standard 20 mm. Very pleasing dimensions and very close to the original Speedmaster. Here's how the watch wears on my 17 cm or 6.7 inch wrist. If there's one thing I'm sure not many people will disagree with me, is that the Moonswatch looks absolutely beautiful on the wrist. It doesn't wear great, I find it very uncomfortable on the supplied Velcro strap, but when it comes purely to looks, the watch is gorgeous. Since I've already mentioned the strap, let's have a closer look at it. It's a cool looking strap, it seems to be well made, there's the Omega and Swatch branding on it, but once again it's uncomfortable, mainly due to this short bit at 6 o'clock. Because of it, the strap also looks a bit odd on the wrist. Of course, these are just my initial impressions, which are solely based on my hands-on experience with the watch. I assume after a couple of days of wear and tear it will become more comfortable, but if it doesn't, just replace it with something else. Next, let's have a word about the case and the build quality. The case design is great, it's pretty much identical to Omega's Speedmaster. You get the iconic twisted lugs, the domed crystal and all that, with the main difference being the case material. Instead of stainless steel, Swatch has used bioceramic, which is a mixture of 2/3 of ceramic and 1/3 of plastic. Apparently this translates into a case with better resistance and durability than if it were only plastic. This also means that the watch is super light. I mean, it's so light that it feels cheap. To give you an example, a 50 euro G-Shock feels much better put together than this one. Just to be clear guys, I'm not saying that the Moonswatch is cheaply made. I'm strictly talking about feelings here, so please don't hurt mine in the comments below. Now let me show you the case back. It's actually sealed and you have access to the battery only. The battery cap looks very cool, however it's painted, and I hope I'm wrong, but I believe that the paint will wear off rather sooner than later, which is not ideal. On top of that, you've also probably already heard that some of the colored case models, such as the blue one, leave paint stains onto your wrist. With this one, I think it's not going to happen, but I can't be 100% sure. So if anyone watching has any of the Moonswatches, please let us know how it's been holding up so far. Alright guys, here's one of the main reasons why I would like to own this watch, and that is the dial. I've already said it, but I'll say it again. It looks fantastic. The whole watch may not feel rock solid, but it's definitely a good looking piece. The dial sits behind a plastic crystal, and although it will get scratches very easily, they can be just as easily removed with Polywatch, so I'm not complaining about that at all. The dial layout is the same as on the Omega Speedmaster. There are 3 chronograph sub-registers. I love that these and the tachymeter bezel are in burgundy red. The color combination of this mission to Pluto is probably my favorite, and that's just a personal preference of course, but I think that the off-whites and the burgundy is a perfect color combination. Then if we have a closer look at the dial, you'll see that it's been executed very well and everything is sharp enough. Overall, I think it's a very clean dial design and the legibility is not bad either. When it comes to the movement guys, unfortunately all I can say is that it's a 4 joules quartz, so it will be accurate. I don't even know how long the battery is supposed to last, but what I can tell you is that operating the crown and the chronograph is a pleasant experience. The pushers feel surprisingly clicky and they are easy to press. The way the chronograph works is the same as any other chronograph watch. You start and stop with the upper pusher and you reset with the lower one. So the bottom line is, this Moonswatch is a very fun and good looking piece, and I think it can be a nice addition to anyone's collection as long as you have realistic expectations. However, if you are expecting a watch that feels superbly well built simply because it says Omega on the dial, then you will be very much disappointed. As I said before, this is not a luxury watch, and I can't believe that people are selling it for $2,000 on the grey market. But if you want to own a controversial piece with an iconic design that will probably be remembered for a very long time as the watch that broke the world, then go for it, why not? I know I will, as long as I find it at retail. Don't forget guys, this is not a limited edition, new stock is expected next week, and it will shortly become available for purchase online. And I'm confident that with a little bit of patience, anyone who really wants it will be able to get it. This sums up today's video, thank you very much for watching. I'm looking forward to reading all your thoughts about this piece, so feel free to leave a comment. If you enjoyed this video, a thumbs up and a sub to the channel will be very much appreciated. Thank you guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.